Hi everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive grant proposals. So let's suppose I'm running a non-profit organization and I'm receiving many grant proposals. I'm uploading that to my Google Drive, and now I want that whenever I upload a new file, the summary should be automatically generated with the help of AI agent and a Google Doc should be automatically created. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Drive, OpenAI. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI and then Google Docs. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I'm going to add a new file in my Google Drive, the summary will be automatically generated with the help of OpenAI and the Google Docs will be automatically created. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen.
In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive grant proposal. For this, I've created an automation workflow where I've built connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Docs. And if I open my Google Drive, you can see that I have uploaded a new file, grant proposal for education initiative. And you can see that it's a very long grant proposal, and I was able to create a summary out of it with the help of my AI agent. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive grant proposals. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Docs with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I am going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive grant proposals. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I clicked on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive grant proposals, which means whenever I'm going to add a new file or folder in my Google Drive, the summary will be automatically generated with the help of AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, and then I'm going to create a Google Docs for that summary. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Drive, because whenever I'm going to upload a new file or a grant proposal, this is going to get triggered. And then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and then Google Docs. So here in my trigger application, let's quickly take Google Drive. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new file in a specific folder and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on the sign in with Google. Here you need to choose the account with the help of which you want to log in your Google Drive. And after choosing your account, you simply need to click on this allow. It is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization, and here authorization successful, which means Google Drive is connected with Pabbly Connect. And now I have to enter the folder or the subfolder. Now if I open my Google Drive, you can see that I have created a folder by the name Grant Proposals. So I'm going to select my folder as this one, grant proposals, and if I click on save and send test request, I'm not able to receive any response because this folder is empty. So I'm going to upload a file. For that, I have already downloaded a file or a grant proposal. I'm simply going to drag and drop that, and you will see this file will be uploaded. And now we have uploaded this file. I'm going to click on these three dots. We have to make sure that we grant away the access. I'm going to click on the share and then click on the share button. And then I'm going to provide the general access to anyone with the link. Now, if I do not do this, if the general access is restricted, my AI agent will not be able to access this file and the summary will not be generated. So that's why we have to give the general access to anyone with the link, and then I'm going to click on this done. Here, as soon as I've uploaded the file and given away the general access, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we are going to receive the response. So here I have received the response. I've received the web view link, web content link, and the rest of the details. I am going to open this web content link and I'm going to paste that in a new tab. So let's check. So it has been downloaded. Let's check. And this is the grant proposal. So it has been submitted by the Test Foundation for Education. The date is this. Grant title is Building Futures, a $10,000 initiative for education in unreserved communities. Then the rest of the details. Now, if I open my Google Drive, a file which I have uploaded in my Google Drive, this is the same exact file which I have uploaded, as you can check this. Now I have received that response, and this shows the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Drive that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to upload a new file, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. But it is important to notice that Google Drive is a polling based application, which means Pabbly Connect will check for the response in 10 minutes and not instantly. If I upload a file in Google Drive, I'm not going to get the response instantly. Instead, I'm going to get the response in 10 minutes. You can also set your trigger timing by clicking on the three dots, go towards the set trigger time, and then from this drop down, you can select your trigger timing. Now that I have uploaded my file in this Google Drive, I want to create a summary for that. And in my action application, I am going to select OpenAI, which is my AI agent, which is going to generate the summary for me. And then in my action event, I am going to select extract content from PDF/image. I am going to click on this connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I am going to enter this token and I am going to click on the hyperlink given over here. And it has taken me towards this API keys page. Now to create a new API token, I simply need to click on this create secret key. First, we have to name this key. So let's say the name is test. The project will be default project and the permissions will be all. And then I simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to me, which I need to copy and simply paste that over here. Here, as I've already an existing connection, I have created this connection multiple times. That's why I'm going to go with this existing connection and then go with save. So here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the AI model. In this dropdown, I can find all the AI models. I'm going to select this as GPT-4o Mini, and then I have to enter this image or the PDF URL. Now I have received the response from Google Drive and I'm going to map that response itself. I'm not going to enter this manually, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. So here I have received the response from Google Drive and I'm going to enter this web content link in my image or the PDF URL. Now I'm going to enter the prompt. So here I'm simply going to write my prompt as summarize grant proposals. I'm going to enter this structured output. Now this is a very important field for me to enter so that I can receive a summary of this grant proposal. And to get this, I have to go towards the hyperlink given under this important note. Let's open this. And here I have landed to the structured outputs. Now it's written try it out in playground or generate ready to use schema definition to experiment with structured outputs. Here I have this button of generate. I'm going to open this, and over here it is written describe how you want the model to respond, and we will generate a JSON schema. Now what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to write summary, and then over here I'm going to write type of text. We have to make sure that if we want to get this JSON schema, we have to follow the same format. And then I'm going to write give me. So here I've written give me the summary of this entire grant proposal. I'm simply going to click on this create, and you will see that in no time I'm going to generate a JSON schema. So let's wait for a few more seconds. And here we have received the response. What I'm going to do, I'm going to completely copy this and I'm going to paste this over here in my structured output field. Here, that's it. We just need to do this structured output. We have entered the prompt image. We have entered the image of the PDF URL. We have selected the AI model, and now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we will receive the response. So here I have received the response. I'm going to copy this entirely and I'm simply going to paste this in the structured output field and simply click on the save and send test request. We have entered the structured output prompt. We have entered the image PDF URL and we have selected the AI model. And we have clicked on the save and send test request. I'm going to wait for the response. And here we have received the response. Type of text is proposal. Then we have received the summary. The Test Foundation for Education is seeking a $10,000 grant to launch a year-long education initiative aimed at improving literacy and digital skills for 1,000 children aged 6 to 12 in underserved neighborhoods of Demo City. So this is the summary proposal which I've received in my response, and I want to create a Google Doc for this. I'm going to click on this Add Action Step button, and then in my action application, I'm going to search for Google Docs. And then in my action event, I'm going to create a blank document and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on the sign in with Google. Here you need to choose your account in which you have logged in your Google Docs. And after choosing your account, you simply need to click on this allow to grant away the access, and here authorization successful. So first I need to enter the document name. I'm going to enter the document name by following the same process of mapping. So here I have received the name of the document, which was this grant proposal for education initiative. So I'm going to map that. I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that I have received the response. I have also received the document ID in this response, and I'm going to use this. For that, I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then again I'm going to search for Google Docs because I've created a blank document. If I open my Google Docs, you can see that I've created a blank document instantly. Now I want to fill this document with the response which we have received. So for that, in my action event, I'm going to take as append a paragraph to a document and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. We have just created the connection, so I'm going to click on the save as I've already had the connection. And now I need to enter this document ID. For that, I'm going to toggle on this mapping button, remove this document ID, and then I'm going to enter the document ID which I've received from my previous response, as I've told you earlier. So here I'm going to search for the document ID, which is this one. So I'm going to map that. Next, I'm going to insert the text, and the text is the response which I have received from OpenAI. This is the summary. Now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we have received the response. Let's quickly open my Google Docs, and here you can see that the summary has been automatically added to this document which we have created just now. Now to summarize, with the Google Drive as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect, we upload the file and received that response in my workflow. Then we move to the next step where we wanted to use OpenAI to extract the file which we have received in the response, and then after the summary was generated, we wanted to create a document for that. So we took Google Docs as my action application. This is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Docs with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.